Today, I sit down with a silver and gold coin shop interviewer about his silver and gold coin shop interviews. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Stormy here. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy talking about precious metals and collectibles. So make sure you blast that subscribe button and get the bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. Today I am sitting down with a stacking channel within the stacking community, T the Silver Stacker. He does a lot of videos featuring a bunch of silver and gold coin shops in and around the Chicago area. Now, the silver and gold coin shop interviews have been something that you have seen in the stacking community for the last few years now. Spectacular does them, my channel does them, Yankee Stacking, T the Silver Stacker. There's a lot of channels that are doing these types of interviews. But T the Silver Stacker, he pretty much just focuses on these types of videos. It's actually a really good thing to see because you kind of get to see the philosophies and the strategies and everything that all these different silver and gold coin shop owners have, and it also kind of gives you an idea as to, you know, where the market is in terms of physical precious metals and not just the paper price. So without further ado, I just want to jump right into the video with T. I'm very excited to have with me a special guest on today's video, T the Silver Stacker. T, how the heck are you, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great, Stormy. Good to be on your channel. Thank you very much for having me.
No, I appreciate you taking the time. You know, you're a very busy man. You're constantly traveling around in and around the Chicago area, just interviewing tons of, you know, different businesses, local coin shops, and you know, I'm curious. I just kind of wanted to jump right in. For those of you that, you know, aren't really familiar with your channel, you know, what is it about, you know, going to the local coin shops and everything that was intriguing for you to basically, you know, pretty much have your channel kind of revolve around that style of video?
Yeah, well, I started this channel as a COVID hobby, basically, and to make the channel more fun for myself and for my viewers, I worked up the courage to ask a coin shop owner. He said yes. The video resonated with my audience, and I thought, well, why not? You know, I like going to a lot of coin shops, so I started asking coin shop owners, and some of them said yes, some of them said no, and I just kept asking and asking, and it's been a lot of fun going to lots of different shops, and it got to the point where even when I traveled, I would ask, you know, the local coin shops wherever I was if I could record. Some of them looked at me like I was a crazy man and said, you know, and were grumpy about it. And others, to my surprise, said, sure, why not? And it's been something that's been not only fun for me, but fun for my audience as well.
I think it's almost very, you know, shallow-minded or narrow-minded, if you will, for one of these businesses to turn you down, because in my opinion it's just, you know, free advertising for them. You know, why on earth would they, you know, say no? You know what I mean?
The common response I get when I am you know, when people decline is it's a security issue. And I think to myself, what, like, people don't know that you own a coin shop?
Right.
You're right here. The only difference is more people will know about you. But you know, I don't argue. I'm polite about it and thank them. And I still normally buy something in their shop just because I'm in there. And that's another fun thing about going to lots of coin shops is no two are ever the same.
Right.
And some of them specialize in certain products and items. Others, and the real bargains are found in the area where they don't specialize in it. Because I found that if a coin shop owner, say for example, loves Morgan dollars and you know, knows everything there is to know about Morgan dollars and has a great variety of Morgan dollars, that's what they're into. That's going to be the highest price item in the shop.
Yeah,
it's the, you know, the generic vintage rounds from the 1970s that they don't care about, that are the best bargain in that shop. And every shop owner has its own little, you know, pet item that he's into. You know,
I agree with you. And it's a good point, because I found that too in the few coin shops that I have been to. Certain items are priced higher at different shops for sure.
Yes.
And I actually, I've never really thought of it the way that you just put it. Like, if they are experts in a certain thing, and they have a passion for a certain thing, then they're going to be priced a little bit higher on those particular items. And I actually completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Um,
I know a guy who loves trade dollars. That's his thing. He prices them so high that he doesn't even want people to buy them. But if somebody is willing to pay, you know, 30% or 40% more than it's really worth on the market,
mhm.
he just kind of shrugs his shoulders and says, okay, I'll sell it at that price.
Right.
But other than that, he doesn't really want to let them go.
I mean, it's one of those things, I guess, that they're just, and I was actually like that myself for a time. Like, there were certain items that I didn't want to let go, that I was really attached to. And once I purchased and sold enough items, it got to the point where pretty much there is nothing I will not sell in my
Mm-hmm.
collection. Even the things that I really, really like, if somebody makes me the right offer, I will sell it. And if I'm able to go get that item again, great. I've done that in the past where I've bought it for a low price, sold it for a high price, and was able to turn around and buy it again for a low price. Other times the item is sold, gone forever, and so be it. There's plenty of other things to collect, so I don't really get attached.
See, I'm the opposite. I do get a little too attached to what I seek out and find, and I get excited about finding something cool, and it has crossed my mind, at some point, whether it's in retirement or whenever,
Yeah.
if I have to sell something, what am I actually going to sell? Because I like it all.
I was actually just going to lead into that and say, like, you and I just recorded a video prior to this one, and you had said that part of your stack is for retirement, and I view my stack the same way.
Hmm.
And if you're too attached, you're going to have a hard time selling off your babies. So
Yeah, yeah.
keep that in
And
mind.
I just can't buy buffaloes. They're the
Hmm.
generic buffaloes. Some people will, save 50 cents by buying a buffalo versus a cool 1970s or 80s vintage round. I'm
Hmm.
like, I'll pay 50 cents more for the cool stuff any day of the week. And I don't know. I'll have to get over that, I guess.
Yeah, there'll come a time where, when you go to sell, you're probably going to most likely, just from speaking with you, you'll just prioritize, like, first wave, second wave, and you'll
Yeah.
you'll go all the way down until you get to the deep stack. But treat it like a band-aid. You just do it really quickly. Just rip it right off and just sell
Yeah.
it. And
Uh-huh.
it gets less and less painful each time you sell more of it. Now let me ask you, you know, you and I were talking about spot price,
Hmm.
and at the time of the recording of this video, we're talking on July 5th, and we are seeing silver hovering right around the $19 range now. It's actually getting close to dropping below the $19 range.
Oh my goodness.
um what would you say to people that are getting into stacking now? Would you say now is the time that you should be buying because the prices have been higher recently, and so now is like a prime example of when you should be diving in? Or do you think people should hold off, wait for it to drop down a little bit further? What are your thoughts?
Oh, absolutely. Buy and hold. My uncle was a financial advisor, and he had a lot of clients who just basically said, "Here's my money, you handle it," and I won't pay attention to it. And then when things in the market would change and they would drop, a big part of his job was talking guys off the ledge. If things would drop significantly and they'd get on the phone with him
Yeah.
and they would say, sell, 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 get me out of this.
Yeah.
And the smart ones would listen to him and say, hey, just be patient. When he said, just be patient, it's going to even out and it's going to go back up eventually. And, too bad for the ones who were adamant and sold at a low. And
Right.
is $19 the low, and it'll touch that and it'll go straight up? I don't know.
Yeah.
$19 be, just a little blip and it'll keep on going down to $15? I don't know. But, in my mind, I'm going to just continue to do what I've always done. and that is buy what I can when I can.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can just buy a little bit more using the same budget that I would have 6 months ago or a year ago, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. As a reseller myself and also as a stacker, I think, like you said, you have the same budget, but now you can put a little bit more aside. I mean, that's a great way of looking at it, as opposed to somebody that's like looking to time the market just right, saying, "Oh, I'm going to wait until the gold silver ratio hits this particular number, or I'm waiting until spot price drops to this point, and then I'm going to back the truck up and buy." I think that's the wrong way to do it. I know that you feel the same way.
Yeah,
That this is
nobody's
a
really smart enough to time the market.
Yep. This is a long game thing.
Hmm.
Buy steadily. Yeah, you'll be buying at peaks, but then you'll also be buying at valleys, and eventually, the stuff should level out for sure.
Hmm.
And you and I are also in the same mindset when it comes time for retirement. That's obviously when we want to see the metals take off, because we're looking at this as part of our retirement portfolio.
For
Um,
sure.
Let me ask you, aside from the interview videos that you typically do, what other types of videos do you enjoy making, or do you enjoy consuming when it comes to the stacking niche?
Well, my favorite coin is the Mexican silver Libertad.
Okay.
And there we go. And yeah, that's kind of a passion of mine. I'm on this quest to collect all of them, 82 to present. And I am three away from that goal right now.
What are you
So
missing?
oh 07, oh 06, oh 07, and then 97. Those late 90s ones are tough, and the mintages are super low. And that's what makes it a challenge, which is a lot of fun. I whizzed through the American Silver Eagles pretty easily,
Sure.
and because even the quote unquote key date, there's millions and millions and millions of those. When it comes to the Mexican Silver Libertad, the key date, if I remember correctly, there were only 63,000 of
Oh
them made.
wow. So
So
are any available like on eBay, or you can't find them?
they are, but that kind of takes away the thrill of the hunt for me.
Why are you
I do my,
hoping to just stumble into a shop and find it?
yeah, as many shops as I go to, that's one of the very first questions I asked about. Do you have any Libertads? And it's always a thrill to find one that I need. But it's gotten down to these final three. And, you know,
You're this patient and
it's,
and disciplined that you are able to stick to this. See, for me, I'm the complete opposite. I would be on eBay yesterday and would
yeah.
have bought them already. Like,
Yeah, to me that kind of takes the fun out of that hunt, and
oh,
I don't know.
I might have to just go and buy them and send them to you and just be like, there, hunt's over.
Oh man. And yeah, so Libertad is kind of the coin that I'm known for. It's
Hmm.
crazy that it's gained a lot of popularity in the last couple of years. It used to be that I could buy them around the same price as the American Silver Eagle. Although American Silver Eagle prices are ridiculous now, but Libertad, the collectability of them is through the roof now because so
It,
many guys like them.
it's crazy. Same goes for the Mexican gold I found. Over the last few
Yeah.
years, we've seen this pendulum shift. Like, nobody really wanted this stuff, and now everybody loves it. And I would sell the Libertads, especially the older vintage ones that started from 1982.
Hmm.
I would sell those for ridiculous amounts.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. That Mexican gold, though, I tell you what, that used to be El Cheapo.
I
You buy
know.
2 pesos for $40,
Oh my
and
god.
back in the day, and now they're like, I don't know,
100,
140.
100 plus easily.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Um,
And I don't know. Everybody's discovered how cool Mexican coinage is.
yeah. I wonder what it is about it that they love about it. Whether it's the design, if there's something just about the design and like the feel, it makes them feel like it's something with like the Wild West, and I don't know what it is that they just love about it. But like you said, like everybody loves this stuff. There's quite a high premium on them.
Hmm.
And before we wrap up, I did want to ask you if you had any final thoughts or parting words with our viewers in terms of what you think people should be stacking right now.
I guess the big picture is, stack what you like. Uh, and I know, you can go online and buy, silver buffaloes at probably the cheapest thing you could possibly buy. But at the end of the day, for me at least, I like pulling my silver and gold out every once in a while
Yeah.
and taking a look at it. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I like enjoying it. I like the history. I like the variety, and I like looking at my stuff. And so me personally, I like a variety. So stacking that variety makes me happy. It makes me happy for multiple reasons. Number one, I'm saving for my family and my future, and number two, just at heart, I am a coin collector. That's how I started as a kid. My mom was a cashier at a grocery store, and she would bring me home, uh, you know, uh, junk silver, 90% constitutional silver back in the day, and old coins that wound up in her cash register till. And she would swap them out for the paper dollars that she had in her pocket and bring me home coins. And gosh, so from the time I was 8 years old, I was collecting coins, and still at age 50, it still excites me, and it still makes me happy to come across and acquire cool stuff. And so that's what makes me happy. And I just want to encourage the viewers to do the same. Stack what you like.
Yeah, it's ingrained in you from an early age. Yeah, and I agree with you. We all have our opinions as to what people should stack, but at the end of the day, obviously, stack what you like, stack what you have the budget for, and I also agree that this is one of the best hobbies and or lifestyles that you could get into, because it definitely helps save money. I really do appreciate you coming on, sharing some of your thoughts on the hobby with my viewers. And we're gonna have to do one of these real soon. I'm gonna put your info down below. T the Silver Stacker, thanks again so much for your time. I appreciate you.
Well, Stormy, thank you. I appreciate it. I really admire you and enjoy watching your videos. And so thanks for not only having me on, but what you do for the community.
Absolutely, buddy. Talk to you soon. It was great having T the Silver Stacker on the channel. Guys, if you haven't checked out his channel, I'm putting his information down below in the description, so definitely you want to check him out. And I'm just curious, do you actually also spend a lot of time in your local coin shops asking them a bunch of different questions, or do you generally know what it is that you're looking for and you just go, you buy it, and then you leave? Curious as to how much time you're actually spending at the local coin shop building a rapport with the coin shop owners. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below, and then I'll see you on the next one. And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the Empire.